Yo, 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 yo. We are here with two beautiful ladies. We have Ruth and my beautiful sister Torree. And we are on the first episode of
The Truth with Ruth.
Come on now, you better say that.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I said The Truth with Ruth.
I like how that sounds.
I do too.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
No holdbacks.
No
Straight
holdback.
up truth.
Absolutely.
That's what we need.
That's what we need. That's what we
Yes.
need. Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of faking and embezzling.
And cuddling, like sometimes you just need the straight truth.
Because life is no fairy tale.
It
Life
really
is
is
no
not.
fairy tale. But y'all look so good, but y'all don't have to hold the mics up like that. Y'all good. Y'all look like y'all finna DJ. So y'all, and if y'all want to put them down, you can do that.
Okay.
That was just so y'all can hear y'all.
So we can get started and kind
y'all
of
So
can-
I
y'all
don't need
can-
them at all. I
You
can
don't
just
have
put
to put them on.
Okay.
Y'all sound good. Levels
Okay.
are good.
Wonderful.
Levels are good.
I kind of like listening to myself, but okay.
I mean, I know y'all don't want to do the Mr. Hair, but a lot of the women don't do that. They be like, I don't want that mic. I got to wear that, you know. So we gonna get it popping. Though.
Okay.
So Truth with Rue,
Yeah.
episode 1 pilot show.
Yeah.
Auntie, girl, you fine over
I
there.
am here for
You
it.
know, she in Dallas, Texas, from Memphis,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Welcome.
Only
welcome.
10, I see.
Oh,
You know?
what? I like
Yeah.
that.
Let's- Oh, y'all can't even hear the sound effects. No headphones.
Yeah, I hear
okay.
it. I hear it.
Oh, you heard it?
Bit. Yeah,
Okay.
but I was like,
So-
heard the clapping.
So let's get in some of this truth, Miss Ruth.
Okay.
What we talking about today? What we getting truth on today?
You know, I've been talking to a lot of young people about relationships and issues that they are experiencing in relationships, both male and female. They're very similar, you know, but I think the biggest thing that we need to talk about that people need to pay attention to is patterns.
Pattern.
You know, people tell you anything, but watch their patterns. Watch what people do over and over and over, and then you'll see what a person's true intentions really are.
Intention.
Yeah,
Doing things with intentions. That's important
yeah,
because that takes action
right.
more than words.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
Ooh, patterns are tough.
It is.
Yeah. Like so what kind of patterns are you looking for? Like what are you looking for in that pattern? Bad, good signs, you know.
Well, when I say patterns, I say, like, for instance, if you are in a relationship with a person and you have a disagreement,
Yeah.
pay attention to how they communicate when they don't agree with you. Do they call you names? Do they get mad and they do the silent treatment? You want to pay attention to how they resolve issues, because that is how they are going to resolve issues in your relationship. If they don't know how to communicate, if they can't articulate what they feel, a lot of people have a hard time putting words to feelings. They know they feel a certain way, but they don't know how to articulate it.
Right.
And so when you can't communicate, you can't fix it. If we can't even articulate what we feel, how can we fix it?
Yeah.
So that's primarily where it starts. You have to be able to say, listen, without calling a person out of their name, without being mean to another person, an adult is able to sit down and say, when you did this, I didn't like that. It made me feel a certain type of way. And if that person cares about you, then you want to what? You want to figure out a compromise if you value that relationship. Now, if you don't value that relationship, you just throw it away and you keep on moving.
I have an example. Myself personally,
Okay.
I've experienced that recently. You were there,
I was.
witnessed it, and there were patterns that I noticed them, but I had to be honest. I didn't want to accept what I was seeing, and it took a loved one to show me, to help me recognize the truth.
So you had to get your truth with Ruth and
Yes.
and recognize the patterns that you were doing wrong.
Yeah, I was kind of, I don't want to say ignoring them, but I noticed them. I probably didn't want to accept
You
them.
didn't want to accept. You didn't want to
didn't want to
acknowledge that. That's
accept
tough.
it.
That's
Yeah.
tough to look in the mirror and say, "Ooh, that's me this time."
Yeah.
That's hard to admit. So how do you deal? How do you like? Because sometimes emotions get involved. Like when you're in the moment, how do you shut that down and say, oh, "Wait a minute, let me communicate this well," because you just want to say, "No, motherfucker, what the fuck, ever, nigga?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How do you correct that?
Well, how do you think that?
Oh, there we go.
Because we are emotional. We are emotional. But I think when you come to a person with love, because I love this little girl so much. Well,
Yeah.
this grown woman
Yeah.
who is my niece. And when I was able to recognize that there was something that, you know, it wasn't right. We went through a little range of emotions. We did. There were some tears. There was some voice raising. There was
Yeah.
there was a little anger. But the love that we had, we were able to continue to communicate and talk all the way through that till we got to a resolve.
Yeah, we resolved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Wait a minute. So this isn't like a relationship like outside of family. This is within the.
No, it was outside.
Oh,
but
it was outside.
She got involved.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's different. That's a different kind of connection to me, like a communication. Because now when you have to acknowledge and get that truth with somebody that knows you, you can. I guess it could be a little more accepting than it would be with someone who doesn't. But even then, it's still like, hold on, wait a minute, that's just me, because you want to kind of convince the person that closest, like, this is justify it,
right.
So,
and I was doing that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was saying, Torree, how did you do that? Did you realize, like, wait a minute, I'm trying to make up for what I think is right?
Yeah, I was trying to justify it, and
Yeah.
she was trying to get me to see this happen, that happened, because she witnessed it, and that's when I couldn't accept it fully. But there were some things that she pointed out that, I have felt that way. And she's only been around the situation just for a few moments. But if she can recognize the situation and what was going on, then, that's a problem.
Ain't that something? How
That's
family pick
crazy.
up on that quick? Be like, girl,
Yes.
you listen. We gonna talk me. You gonna have that eye to eye.
Yeah.
So are you okay with it now, or do you still go back? Like, wait a minute, shoot, I'm going backwards. Or do you
how you
fully
doing?
realize it now?
What's your... what do you think?
From where I'm sitting, I think she's made a clean break. Because we can't move forward if we're holding on to stuff. Yeah. And that's something that I wanted to really help her to understand. As long as your hands are full holding on to something, well, you can't reach out and grab nothing new. Your hands are already full of that old stuff. So how can you grasp something new? It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And so I think when she really was able to grasp that and understand that, well, she was able to move on. But I think what makes us go backwards is because we're comfortable back there.
Ooh.
It's like an old pair of house shoes or something. Them shits feel good when we put them on, don't they?
Like
because
you said, it's familiar.
It's familiar. We got them broke in. Might not be the best for us, but it's comfortable. And so a lot of people, fall into that, don't they?
I'm guilty, because this person that I was familiar with and comfortable with is someone that I know back when I was in high school.
Right.
And the pattern was, when I would come around, this person only made time for me like in the middle of the night. And sometimes that person wouldn't always show up when I was around. Like, I'm only there in town for a few days because I'm in another state. He lives in another state. So I would go there because I really looked forward to seeing that person. Sometimes they would show up or I couldn't get a direct answer. So that was a pattern over all the many years. And she picked up on that pattern because she recognized it before when it happened before because she was around. So, so her truth, she really told me the truth, what she observed. And I was justifying it, trying to... because I didn't want to accept the pattern.
You wanted to make it seem right for you.
Yeah, I didn't want to accept that. This can't be, or I know this person has to care for me. But she had to point it out, fact by fact by fact.
Yeah. Don't look at what this person is saying to you. What is this person making you feel like?
Come on, say that.
Right. What is this person doing? Like, I think one of the biggest things that I could see, because I'm older, we have a little more wisdom. I've been here a little longer, but what I can see, the most important person in that person's life was him.
Yeah.
His needs were first.
Right.
He wasn't sacrificing anything to be with her. He was just gonna fit her in where he could.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't making anything. When you're special to a person, let me tell you something. They let you know that.
Yeah.
You don't have to question.
For sure.
You don't have to say, I wonder if. No, you know for certain where you stand with that person. And so because of I'm a little bit older, and again, with age comes wisdom, hopefully. For most of us, I was able to just kind of sit back and say, listen, baby girl, he not telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Look at his actions. Look at the pattern.
And she picked up on that, and she doesn't even she met the person, but she doesn't know him like that, but she had experienced this before.
Right, in my own life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was. I wish I could tell you that it was all easy and stuff, but it was a little painful.
Yeah,
we went through a little. We had a moment, but the at the end, I really think that it was necessary. Sometimes we have to go through really painful stuff in order to make us change. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but sometimes it takes really hard things to make us make different choices.
Yep.
You agree?
I agree.
Yeah. So based off of that, we are, she's moving forward.
And I wouldn't be able to move forward so quickly if I didn't have that support or that reminder. Hey, don't go back to that. Remember this and this and that happened, because we're so, as women, sometimes we can be so easy to forgive and, want to give it another shot.
I agree.
But you really shouldn't, because that's a pattern. So if that person did that many times before, you should expect that again in the future.
Yeah, because that always brings up to me, because I realize that too. We mentioned this word again, insanity.
Yes.
The definition of insanity.
Keep doing something over and over,
expecting different results.
Expecting different results.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Torree, when you had that coming, gosh damn, she right. How did that feel? Like, were you like, all right, auntie, I'm sorry, I apologize. Or did you say, you know what? Ding, I don't know why I didn't realize it sooner. Because, sometimes it's hard to just be like, all right, you right.
Like I said, I didn't want to accept it. I knew.
But when did it happen? When did that?
She helped me I knew my value, but she reminded me and, really put that, how valuable and special I am.
Yeah.
And, I should value myself.
Yeah. So how did it come across to him when he realized, like, oh, she done broke my pattern. Like, she done caught on. Or was it just like, oh, I'm just going to leave this alone?
Oh, we both left it alone.
Oh, okay. No thoughts of going back. Like,
no. And his opinion, it doesn't matter. His opinion doesn't matter to us.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me at all. Right. Because, again, he's the most important person in his life.
Right.
He showed me that. He is the most important person. What his desires and needs were put in front of hers. And so that's just not what you look for in a mate. You want somebody that's going to meet you halfway. You want somebody that's going to put you on a pedestal. This is a queen.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. And so if you're a king and you see a queen, well, you're going to act accordingly.
You treat her as such.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And people like this, people that love you and recognize that, and if you can, accept that love, they can help you move forward from situations like that. If you don't have that kind of support, you just keep doing that over and over and
absolutely.
over.
You said something real key. If you can accept that.
Yes.
That's big. Like, people will look at that and say, oh, you're judging me. You don't know what you're talking about, because they
get defensive.
Bingo.
Yes.
They get defensive because they're
That's human nature.
Yeah.
That's human nature. We get defensive because we feel justified in our choices. But sometimes if you can accept the truth in love, that's how you grow. Man, that's the key.
That's powerful.
That's the key.
That is powerful.
Yeah.
So let's dive into Miss Ruth, the truth with Ruth, because you have such a wealth of experience. Where did this come from? Like, tell us a little bit about you now.
Okay, well, I am a seeker of truth and justice. I seek out what is true, and that's just part of my personality. And so I am a married mother of 3 beautiful girls. I've been married for 22 years with the same man for 27 years. What's up?
Yo. We like that.
Yeah. And, I think that, again, with age comes wisdom for some people. Not everybody that grows older grows wiser.
That's right.
But I read a lot. I'm an avid reader because I enjoy information. And to me, I think I have learned so much through reading, I just have a natural curiosity that when I want to make things make sense. And once it makes sense to me, then I can wrap my head around it, then I got it. And so just based off my life experience, I have been exposed to, growing up in church, and that's a great foundation. But also sometimes you might need just a little bit more assistance. And when I say that, I mean that I've had to seek counseling in my life. And I think that as well helped me to make things make sense. And so I just want to share what I know, so that all the hard stuff I had to go through to learn, that those I love, they don't have to go through all that hard stuff. I did some of the leg work. Take my, if they would listen and accept it from a place of love, then they can avoid a lot of that hard stuff that I had to go through, some of those heartaches.
Yeah.
Now I know life is the best teacher, But damn, do you have to go and make all the
Experience
mistakes?
all the mistakes in hardship.
Sometimes you can just take my word for it.
Yeah.
If I tell you that fire is gonna burn you because it burnt me, well, take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? And try to avoid some of that pain.
But some people are like, but if I touch it real quick, pow,
It's gonna burn your ass regardless.
I just need to experience it for myself. I might get something different.
Right.
Because some people, they take a situation. Well, that was you. That was back when that happened.
Yeah.
But it's still the same
principles.
Same principles.
Same principles.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same principles that happen. So when let's talk about when you found out, okay, I'm ready to settle down, get married. What were the signs that you saw in your husband now that made you say, that's what I got to do?
Okay, that's a great question, Donnie. Let me tell you something. It's the little things that really drew me to him. It's so funny. I had this conversation with someone else, and I was about 24 when I met Charles, my husband. That's his name, Charles. And so I initially did not realize, I didn't say, oh, that's my husband. No. That was something that I had to grow into that role. But we had the same foundation. We had the same fundamental beliefs, but we came from different backgrounds. My husband was raised in a very functional home. To this day, his mother and father are still married. He came from a large knit family, and they're very, very close. So there was something that I saw that I wanted. I was like, oh, I want that. I want that. I saw something that I wanted. And so he provided me with a sense of normalcy, because that's something that I think I've always sought out. I just wanted what was normal. I just, all the other stuff, I just didn't want that. But the qualities that I saw in him were, he was consistent. He wasn't this way on Monday and a different way on Tuesday. He was the same each day.
Yeah.
And he cared for me, not through his words, but through his actions.
Yeah.
You understand?
We had this conversation before, but the thing that struck me was how your girlfriends helped you recognize certain qualities. So you need to...
Thanks for bringing that up, because, again, I was 24, so I didn't have the wisdom to see what, that's what you want right there.
Yeah.
I said to my friends, he ain't my type. And my friend was like, well, Ruth, what is your type? You want somebody to cuss you out and treat you bad and talk to you crazy?
Yeah.
The truth.
I was blessed to have older women in my life.
Yeah.
Because older women can see a little bit farther beyond what you can see.
Right.
And when I say older, I was in my 20s, so they were in their 30s. They were in their 40s. But they kind of put it to me in a way that might be cruel, but it was like, well, Ruth, what is your type? You want somebody to cuss you out?
Yeah.
But you have to understand what my background and what my environment, what I was accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
So I had to think about that. I was like, wow, you might be on to something, So I'm glad that my heart was open enough to receive
The love.
And the message
Yes.
in love that they were giving me. It was a hard truth, but I had to look at myself, because it always starts with what? Yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, and I dig. So Torree, now that we are, in this new technological world of doing things, how do you feel about the dating world, the dating game?
Oh, it's a jungle out there.
It's a jungle,
It's
huh?
a jungle. Like, you really gotta weed through people and just talk to a lot of people. And if you're not interested, don't spend any time in it. Just keep going. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. If
I
ain't
agree.
it, keep it moving.
So what did we say? Intentions. So dating
Yes,
with
dating with
intention.
intentions.
Now, but wait a minute. That's that's a little bold to me, because if you're dating with intentions and you're automatically like, I want to get married, and Auntie said that earlier. Some women just have it on their forehead: marriage, kids, housewife, spending all your money. I'm gonna be at home waiting on you to get home to do what I asked you to do. Because I get it. You want to date with intentions, like but sometimes I feel as a man, I just kind of want to just.
Be casual.
Yeah, I just want to date, and just be like, I want to hang out. Nothing too serious. but I don't want to waste your time. But I just want to have
Find
fun.
someone that you have that in common with that feels the same way.
See, I feel that's hard because it's like women when they see you, and oh shoot, he doing this, Girl, I found my husband. No, you didn't. You found a playmate, like
a playmate.
You know, like I like to hang out, but I'm not that. I don't like to waste time. I'm not a greedy man. I don't feel like I need to have 3 and 4 women at a time. I just want, like for someone like me, how do I say I don't want to date you seriously, but I want to hang out and still have sex?
Okay, I got an answer for that. I got an answer for that. Okay, now if you want to hang out and just have sex, and you don't want that person to feel that that you want to marry them and have their. Well, again, what she said, you find somebody that have that in common, because you have some women out there that are like they don't want that either. Yeah. They just want that D, and they want to keep it moving. They don't need you calling them every day. Yeah. They don't need you to good morning, good night. They don't need all that. They just want what they want when they need it, and they need you to keep it moving. Yeah. But I think that to date, you want somebody that you can develop a friendship with, right? Somebody you can hang out with. Mm-hmm. Somebody that you get to know, and then you go from there. Because, just to be like, oh, I'm dating to get a husband. No, you're dating to find somebody that you can share stuff with, right? Somebody that you have a lot in common with. And I think if that's the person for you, you'll just naturally gravitate toward that. That's what I think. What you think, Torree?
I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah.
You definitely got to really talk to that person and tell them what your intentions are, and find out what their intentions are.
So having that conversation up front, wouldn't that make it awkward? Like, or do you want to kind of find that out, or do you want to know? Like,
you'll gradually find that out eventually after they're hanging out and having a few conversations. That's going to come across.
So let me ask y'all this, because things have changed. First date. How does a first date need to go between a guy and a girl? Do we split the check? Do I need to take you out on movies and dinner?
No, I think it's so casual now. A lot of times I think just coffee. Because you just really want to, coffee shop, nothing
first day,
extravagant.
Just meet at the
because
coffee
you're trying
place.
to get to know each other.
Right.
It's not no big dinner where a guy feels like, oh my God, I just broke the bank trying to take this girl out and I can't stand her.
And then you don't order, and then the girl don't order from the steak side of the menu, so what come with that. What come with some steak and shrimp. Yeah. Some dick come with that. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So you're gonna get that for dessert, baby.
Because some women, like I remember I went on a date. And we were out looking at the menu, and she said, "Ooh, I want the 46." I said, "The 46? I don't see that on the menu." She said, "Yeah, it's right there." I was like, $46. Like, damn. she didn't look at none of the what you call it, what they were called. She just looked at the most expensive stuff and was like, "I want the 46." I'm like, yeah, I want some pussy tonight. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna.
You know what come with that?
Yeah, you know what come with that.
You know what come with that.
Like you said earlier, when you getting to know someone is to be friends, to figure it out and get to know each other. And I don't believe you have to go out on these extravagant dates right away.
Right.
Yeah.
You can go for a walk in the park.
A walk, coffee shop.
Who doing that? Like, where do you find those people that says, I'd like to go on a walk in the park today with you just to get to know your brain? Like, where is that? And you said coffee. You must not seen Luke Cage.
Huh?
You Luke Cage. Anybody familiar with Luke Cage? When they say, hey, you want some coffee?
Oh, yeah.
That means
you want some of this dick.
Because I don't drink coffee. She said coffee. I'm like, Torree, you little freak ass girl. She said, can we go for a coffee? First date? I don't need to know no more of that life.
That is hilarious. That's
funny.
But listen, let me tell you one important thing that we haven't discussed. When a woman reaches a certain age, she ain't out here playing around.
No, you don't
when
have
a woman reaches past, 35, and
that's the limit.
Shit is ticking. Clocks is ticking. Women have limits.
Yeah.
We can only have babies for a certain amount of time. And if we want that, if that's what we desire, children and a family, we don't have all the time in the world. We can't just be out here playing and hee-heeing and ha-haing. Yes, we're trying to secure what is necessary in order so that we can have a family. And I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't either.
And so that's the difference between dating as a woman and dating as a man. See, men, y'all can make babies till y'all what?
60, forever.
So all you got to do is find the right female. But a woman can only make a baby or have a child up until she reaches maybe her late 30s. And then after that, you got to start taking, you got to start,
considering other
options,
alternatives for having a family.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what it really is when you're dating in your mid to late 30s.
So what does a woman need to put out there to say, hey, I'm a good wife? What requirements does she need to have?
I think that's up to like a man, what he's looking for in a wife.
Yeah.
But they don't have
Not
general.
every woman might fit that mold.
No general molds. We got some general molds.
I don't know. That would have to be from a man's perspective.
So, but you have to at some point say, this is what I think a man would want. Because what is it? Does it go like, what does it say? Like how my mom was treated by my dad. Like that's how, my mom cooked, she cleaned, she made sure his iron clothes were ironed.
My ideal of what a wife is would be the same as your ideal of what a wife should be like?
But you being the woman, you have to say, okay, this is what I offer. So what requirements do you think that you would have that make you a good wife that a man would like? You have to.
I guess he's saying what you bring to it.
What I bring to the
What
table.
would you offer? What could you offer to be a
good wife?
What is it that you can say, listen, I can give you this, that, and this, that.
Bingo. Before
What
35.
is it that you can bring besides income?
Yeah.
Besides sex. What else could you offer a man that would make him be like, you know what, I want to marry her ass.
Yeah.
I want that. That's the one I want to lock down.
That's the one.
What are the qualities?
Yeah.
So, I mean, besides the income and sex, I guess your values, what you would put into your children, how you would want your children
Okay,
to
now
be
we talk.
raised.
Yes.
Now we talk.
Yes, that's good.
How you would like to be supported on your ventures, or how you would like to be nurtured and cared for.
I think those are good things. But, it's important what you said, like cooking and cleaning and all that stuff. Those were old-fashioned values that were very important to, like, maybe a previous generation. But nowadays, people's like, shit, they can hire somebody to clean.
Yeah.
They can go out to eat. So those things are not as important as they used to be back in my mama them days, right? I think a man is looking for he wants somebody that's going to support help him, like, pray for him. I mean, hold him up. He's your king. He wants somebody that when he comes through the door, baby, I got you. Come here. This world been beating your ass all day. Come here. Let me love on you. Let me support you in any kind of way that I can. Let me make everything better. Let me
this should be your heaven when you come home.
Absolutely.
After you didn't come out being beat up from the world. When you come home, that should be a safe space for you.
Yes. I'm your helpmate. I'm here to help you make it all better. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So
just build you back up for the next day when you go out.
And get your ass back on that there and get my money.
So with y'all being two beautiful black women.
Yeah.
Right. We love these black queens.
Yes, thank you.
So have you ever thought, let me try a white king? Let me try an Indian king, because some of these black kings ain't doing it like I need them to do it now. How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that, Torree?
Are you okay doing the outside race thing?
I think in today's time, you have to be comfortable with doing that. I mean, with the way the world is, I think black women are really, it takes longer for black women to get married. If you really want to stick with a black man, and I love black men.
Here we go.
Because your daddy a black man.
Right, I really do.
Here we go.
But when you say here we go, what do you mean?
You said it takes longer for a black woman to get married. You talking about a black man finally getting on that gosh dang knee and saying, hey, baby, 15 years we've been in the game. I'm ready. That ain't always true.
It's not always true, but I know like a lot of single older black women. It does take, statistically speaking.
Wait a minute, let's get that word right.
Statistically
speaking,
it does take black women a little bit longer to get married.
Yeah. Okay.
It does.
Okay. And I think there's nothing wrong with being open to other races.
Yeah, you got to be open.
You know what I'm curious about? Are you open to other possibilities? Like, would you, just like you're open to different races, are you open to if the guy's bisexual? Are you open to if he polishes his nails? Are you open to if he wants his hair? Maybe he want to wear a couple of hair pieces. Maybe he wants some extensions. What I'm trying to say is something that we've considered feminine. Would you be okay with a feminine man if he was,
Wait a minute. That's not always feminine, the hairpiece thing, though. Because some guys just need that. You 22 and you got a receding hairline to the back of your neck.
You just need to go bald then. You just need to.
That's what that's about.
Bald is in.
You can't go bald.
No, you can't. Going bald, that's not acceptable.
So how would you feel if a man saw your hair weave after you took it off and was like, wait a minute, you might as well shake that off. Like, I can't put a hairpiece on and you can put these 18 inches. I ain't even fooled,
Well, no, I'm not talking about wearing hair for aesthetic reasons. Maybe you go bald or maybe you have alopecia or something.
Oh, you talking about the man putting on hair extensions
I'm
too?
talking about a man that has feminine qualities.
Oh.
I'm talking about a man who polishes his nails, a man who maybe waxes all the hair off his body. I'm talking about, just different things.
A high maintenance.
All the hair.
I wax it all.
All the hair.
Well, not all of it. Just I get the mankini.
The mankini.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
what y'all doing now?
Yeah, because I believe in the germs thing. Like I don't want,
Okay.
I just and
you polish your nails too.
I don't do that, but if I go, I'll get them buffed.
Okay.
Keep them healthy looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't have to be glistening and
I
glossy.
mean, because look, we are in that time where it's like, all right.
No judgment here.
Men like to have a certain appearance.
There's no judgment here.
And you can go like, baby, let's go get our toes manicured.
Yeah, let's go get our nails polished together.
If he felt that and saw how good it felt to get his toes pedicured and
massage,
and then you tell, and then baby, amazing. Pick a color. That's what y'all do.
See, that's different.
Y'all
I don't know. I don't go that far. I stop in the tub where they get to picking off your,
Yeah, I'm not knocking the manicure pedicure. That's not what I'm saying. I think my question was, and let me be clear.
Okay.
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why?
I'm not interested in men. I'm just not interested
that
in
we're
men
in the same interest of you at one time.
It's too.
That's a firm no.
That's a firm no. That's a hard no.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
No. I'm not sorry, but.
Yeah, no need to be sorry. No need to be sorry.
Now, what if
sorry. It's just automatic.
What if he told you like y'all? Of course, he was changed or not changed, but because he's bisexual, you never could tell, and then you might have saw something like a letter or a text, or he even told you like a couple years, like, "Hey, Torree, I used to be bisexual."
That's kind of something I kind of
You asked that?
Ask in like early stages.
How do you do that? How do you go about that?
At some point, you're gonna talk about sex,
right?
And that you'll ask like, "Hey, so
have you ever had that experience?
Have you had that experience? What's your experience is like?
Yeah,
you been with men? Do you like men? Are you Yeah, you can ask that stuff.
Yeah, it's normal
because you're gonna talk about sex eventually.
It is.
But that's not a deal breaker. This is a new day. You can find something for everybody. This is a new day. There's something.
You say not a deal breaker.
I mean, like for some people, that's not a deal breaker. If you dated men in your past.
Yeah, for other people, that could be true.
Because essentially, it'll turn like because me, we're still in that age of knowing like kind of the old school way because we were raised around them. Because we didn't grow up in social media, but we definitely evolved with it. So at some point, I think it will get to that point where it's just like.
I think we started out in MySpace.
Yeah.
When it
Shout out to MySpace.
Yeah, that was the original
Facebook.
So,
so from a female's perspective at her age, she said that's a hard no that she would not date a bisexual. Yeah. Let me ask you: would you date a bisexual woman, a woman who has experiences with women? Would that be okay with you?
Of course.
See, double standard.
No, it's not a double. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a double standard.
I mean, I just don't understand. A man is more accepting to date a woman who slept with another woman.
No, I'm a forgiving man. I like, baby, you have a past. We all do. Like.
But what if that's not her past? What if she still enjoys a little bit of that on the side? Yeah. You okay with that?
On the side, if I'm included, of course.
No. You're not included. This is just her friend. She's gonna have a special friend.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Can I watch?
I
mean, I need some.
She might provide her the special friend might be able to do something for her that you can't.
Well, teach me. That's what we're here for. What is it called? Polynormal? Polynomous? Polynigatory?
Polynesian.
Yeah, Polynesian. I'm into that. I believe I'm built to handle two wives. I can do that.
Okay, you built for that.
I'm built for that.
You made for that.
That's why we have 2 arms, 2 hands, you know, all of that.
But you
I'm
ain't
built
got
for that.
two things.
I got 2. What is scrotums? The balls. Listen,
One for you and one for you. Come
bingo.
through.
Come on, I think yeah. But no. Listen, I am really into like I'm a one woman kind of guy. I want to spoil my woman, my queen, and let her know she's the only one that I think about. Like I think about you more than I think about myself.
Okay.
So I'm all jokes aside. Yeah, I could do 2 women, but that's not my goal. My goal is 1. So yeah, I get that. And yeah, the bisexual thing, like it sounds like a big turn on. It sounds like, oh, that'd be great. But it's like, nah, I want you to focus on me because it takes away.
You're still sharing.
Yeah,
you just got to wrap your mind around that
Yeah.
you're sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still sharing. So, and yeah, I don't want, because I want just as much as attention as I'm
Right.
going to give you, because
Right.
I'm the kind of guy like, you know, if I fall in love with you, I'm never going to catch you because I want you to keep falling and falling and falling. And when I tell you I love you, I'm putting my life into those words.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you finna get me because I'm finna stalk you. Like I need a woman to let me be obsessed with her.
Okay.
You know, and when that happens, yeah, I wouldn't have time for you to be with another woman on the side or, you know,
Gotcha.
dibbling and dabbling.
Right.
You know, but I would prefer if you did cheat with a woman, because I don't want to be like, damn, was his penis bigger than mine? You know, I don't want to be thinking that. I know that ain't going to happen with that, you know? So, or if you had another chick on this, you know, I'd be like, yeah, okay, because you come and I'm trying to put my mushroom tip and it don't fit like it used to. Oh, it's going to be a problem.
Did not.
It's going to be a problem.
Did he say that?
Yeah, the mushroom
He
tip.
really said that out loud.
Yeah, I did. But so yeah, that's how I feel about it. So
Thanks for sharing.
y'all welcome. So what is the general age to get married now for a woman, a black woman, you think?
That's a great question.
It's never too late to get married.
I think they get married at all ages, don't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I feel like when I look at like my timeline on Facebook, all my white friends are married. Like the
yeah.
women, the girls.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
You know why?
They got married at 22. Like
They got because
Yeah.
they get groomed for that. Like I have my daughters, they have Caucasian friends and things of that nature. And I think sometimes what I see, I'm not going to say all the way across the board,
Yeah.
but a lot of times what I see, like they start dating really early.
Yeah.
They start dating like at 12, 13. They're going out on dates already. And so they're being groomed for that. They're being prepared for marriage early on. Like they generally, as soon as they get out of college.
Yeah,
Boom.
early 20s.
Early
I have a
20s.
lot of quite a few white friends, that
And
get
they seem to
married
do that,
early.
don't
they?
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they go ahead and get it out the way.
Yeah.
And speaking of, let's stay on this little topic of white women. Let's go back to the interracial thing. So what do y'all feel about a black man that's like, man, them black girls, they got too much attitude. I got to get me a white girl that's gonna submit and be like, hey, you want this ham sandwich right now? And you know, how do you feel about that when a guy downgrades a black woman to say this white woman is top notch?
I think
How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Torree?
I think it's a little sad. I don't know what they're attracting in their lives, but
Yeah, because they mamas was black. That's what I don't be understanding right there. But to each his own. You know, if that's what you want to love who you love, baby.
But
I ain't
he
mad.
just said that they just downgraded the black woman because they stereotyped her for her attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, you have to take accountability for that a little bit. You know what you're attracting and what you
Yeah.
are seeking.
Yeah.
Because not all black women are like that.
That's true.
true.
That's true.
So based off your few bad experiences with these black women, you just disregard them all for a whole different a whole nother different race.
Yeah, because of a bad
Because of
experience.
few bad experiences that you had. And sometimes you might have to take accountability for what your actions are, what you are dating, and like
Your choices. That's what you
choices,
chose.
yeah.
Right.
I get that. I'm gonna tell y'all too. Like, it's so funny because when I see a black man with a white woman, she can look all kinds of ways. She can be fine sometimes, and sometimes she can be not.
they get the bottom
Or
of
they
the
get the
barrel,
bottom of the
the
barrel.
nasty, sticky stuff that's
The
under the
under the
barrel.
barrel.
Not even at the bottom.
It's been sitting there for weeks.
It's under.
But let me tell you though, when I see a black girl with a white guy, that sister fine. Like, they know how to get them. So, you know, what does they say? Let me leave Demundrick and get me a Dale, like, you know, whatever. But I'm just like, wow, that is impressive. Like they get, you know, like I'm like, damn, where you find that, bro? I need to hang out where you hanging out. Because I have met, on the contrary, black women that only date white men.
Only. And
like,
so do they put the black man down?
Are they putting
They
black
don't
men
put
down?
the black
Are they
man
saying
down.
because the black man ain't good enough
No,
for me?
they don't put the black man down. They just
They prefer
white
what they
men
prefer.
are just great to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, like that's interesting how it is from a black woman's perspective. And because black women are
'Cause black
supportive.
women
they
love black
they,
men.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do
we
that.
love our
So
men. We love our
It's just
men.
the amount and the quality of them are just not really there.
I'm not going to say that. It seems that's kind of like the same thing as saying all black women have attitude.
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
say that. I said the amount of quality. So they're black men, but I feel like they're just not like a whole bunch of quality. There are quality black men, but it's just not a lot of them that you can get because a lot of them are already taken in relationships or doing something else. Or it's just there are more white men, and you can have more to choose from as far as I guess quality. I guess white men that are doing more. But there's just more white people than there are black people.
That is true. That is a fact.
Basically.
That is a fact.
I'm glad somebody's finally said
That
it.
is a fact.
So it's more than to choose from. Absolutely.
It's more than to choose from than there are black men.
Absolutely.
There are quality black men. I can't ever put black men down. I love black men.
Right.
I have to be honest. It's just not a lot of them that a lot of black women can choose from.
So the dating pool is just not
It's
as
smaller.
large.
Okay.
Dating pool.
That's what she's saying. Right.
So let me ask you this, Tori. When it comes to dating, is it like, oh, looks don't matter to me? It's about the personality.
Looks are important, but like my auntie, we were talking about, you don't want to wake up to something in the morning and frighten you.
like, how did this beast get in my bed?
I wasn't even drinking.
And also because you might reproduce, and you don't want to have those little beastly children.
Auntie,
That's true.
do they know when they have ugly kids? Like, do you be like, damn, we did wrong on this one. Put it back. Put it back.
Like, all people think their little babies are beautiful.
They should.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But let's be honest. Have we ran across some little woogaboos?
Of course we have. But
You know.
haven't you seen women that were pregnant and you thought, well, damn, who got her pregnant?
She didn't look like that before she got pregnant.
Wait, yeah, she did. She did.
She did.
She did. She did.
I don't know, baby.
I don't know.
But you know what? There's beauty in the eye of the beholder.
That's
Let me
true.
tell you.
Right.
That is true.
So for what I might not see as beautiful, somebody else might see as lovely.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
But do understand that we're beautiful. So we want at least our equal or above.
That's right.
You never date below
Below.
your
That's right.
standard. So at least what I consider, you got to look decent, meaning that you can't be scaring me like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, and oh, damn.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to at least be my level of attractive
Yeah.
or more attractive. But you cannot down date. Never date down.
So let me ask y'all this: does height matter?
That's what?
Height.
Does height
Height.
matter, Tori? That's a great question.
Well, they can't
some
be
people-
shorter than me.
6 foot.
'Cause
I
I'm
got to
short
have a
already.
6'3".
You know, that's a great question because, listen, we were out with a group of friends just the other night, and there was this guy, man, he was the cutest thing.
Yeah.
When I tell you he was cute, he was fine. He was
Yeah.
a fine little white boy, too.
White boy.
And he
Vanilla.
was buying drinks.
Yeah.
But one of my friends that I was hanging out with, she was like, oh, he's too short. But I was like, but he cute.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's an individual choice because I was like, put his little ass in your pocket and take him home. He was cute, but some women have a preference. It's like you need to be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah.
You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's just a personal preference back. Like if you prefer white, black, if you prefer a man or a woman, if you prefer short, tall, it's just a personal preference.
Okay.
As long as you're taller than me,
Yeah, you gotta be taller than me.
you know, because you know, yeah.
I ain't got no.
I don't want to look eye to eye to somebody.
Yeah.
Because I'm barely in the 5 foot range.
Well, the truth comes out.
I barely
thought
got
you-
in there.
Wow, the truth comes out. Yeah.
So ladies, as we wrap up, let me ask y'all this question real quick: is there still a such thing as the 30-day rule?
I just looked puzzled, like, what's that?
So obviously it's not.
Yeah.
So that's a no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I've always been a go with the flow type of girl myself.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always been a go with the flow type of girl. But I don't think there's anything wrong with giving yourself time, because that way you get to know a person. You get to know before you get to know a little bit about that person before you engage in a sexual activity, because once you have sex, you're kind of bonding in a way.
That's true.
You're bonding.
Very much so.
And so it's kind of bad once you bond with somebody and then you be like, damn,
And
they
they
crazy.
trash.
And
Yeah.
they crazy. Now they stalking you. They won't leave you. You know what I'm saying? Because you done bonded with their ass already.
Hit them with that what? That WAP.
Hit them with that.
Yeah. 7 days a week. Yeah. You know.
But at the same time, I think it's important to, I know as, you know, some people are raised not to have sex before marriage.
Ooh.
And I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But let me just say that I personally, like, I think it's okay to make sure that you're compatible in that way, especially if the relationship is headed in that direction.
No, it's the time.
That's what that is.
Oh, okay. I thought that was, okay.
Hey, Debbie, can you hit that for me? Just hit the stop button on there. It's okay if you're on camera.
It's the done.
Done. Hit that done. Is
Hit
that
that done. Yeah,
see
we
the
don't-
button over to
We
the other
running a
side?
little.
On the
Hey,
other side.
conversation so juicy, y'all. We running over a little.
It was
bit.
getting good.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Did it stop?
Maybe hit start.
Y'all need
Maybe
to do
bring
it.
that little white bar down.
Oh, that one that say clock up there.
Timer at the
You
very,
see it?
Yeah. Now
There
can
you
hit
go.
stop.
There you go,
There we
baby.
go. We in there now.
All right.
So with the 30-day rule
Oh, we
in
still
marriage, yeah. So, cause it's like even with a brand new car, you got to test drive it before you get it, right? You got to see what it can do, right?
Make sure everything fits.
That's right. That's right. Tori, you don't agree with that? You're like, oh, I like this car online. I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm gonna just buy it right now. You get it. You like, oh, I want to return it. I should have got a lease. Huh? You can't lease on marriage, right?
Unfortunately, we can't do that with our bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Once we put it out there,
It's out there.
it's out there.
It's out there.
Can't get it back.
That's
Can't-
good.
Can't take that time back, them
can't.
feelings back,
You can't.
that good stuff back.
You can't.
No.
Cause that's emotional for women.
Yeah.
Wow.
For some women, not all.
Not all.
You know, sometimes it's a profession.
Yeah. It's that's right. That's right. So can we go there real quick? Can we
Let's
go?
talk about it. Let's talk about it, because interestingly enough, we had a conversation with another friend of ours who wanted a woman to be in his life, you know, to hang out with, to do stuff with, to have sex with, but he didn't want the
He
commitment.
didn't want the relationship.
And so, you
He
know,
just wanted all the good stuff.
he wanted all the benefits,
Yeah.
but he didn't want the commitment of the relationship, meaning that I want somebody that wants to be with me, go places with me, have sex with me, and then leave me alone. We suggested, what did we suggest?
Prostitutes.
Or a whore. We suggested prostitutes and whores because they live by that same motto.
Yeah.
Generally, when a woman lays down with a man and she has sex with him, she has feelings for him. You understand? She's not just giving herself to everybody. So if you want something that's disposable, you know, that you can put down when you feel like it, you know, somebody that's out there, then know that that's what you need. But also understand what comes with that. When you get a woman that's like that, she for everybody.
Everybody.
She might be for you, your cousin, your
Everybody.
brother, and your nephew too. So you
didn't
can't be
sound
mad.
interested in that though.
Oh, this brings up another question, because we talked about, would you date a bisexual man?
Yeah.
Would you date a man that had an OnlyFans page?
A what?
The OnlyFans
Never
page.
mind, y'all don't even know what that's about.
I know exactly what it's about.
Okay, yeah.
But I can't answer that. Would you date a man that had a, you know,
What is that?
OnlyFans?
yeah,
It's
Tori
like
don't know.
it's like a little, it's porn, nigga. It's porn.
Well, it's not just porn, but for the most part, yeah. When people do it, it's porn. Like, cause some like you got people on there. Like I could see people walking just like all y'all, and I'm like, okay, you're a nice young woman, you know, and she busting it wide open
Go
on
to
the
my
internet at night.
OnlyFans
Yeah,
page.
she got lights and stuff in there, busting it wide open, 10-inch dildos and everything, going wild. And I'm like,
Whoa.
you capable of that? She's like, yeah, come on, get on camera with me.
What you feel about
So,
that?
yeah, how you feel about that?
Is that a turn on? Is that a deal breaker?
No, okay, it's a huge deal breaker because to me that's a treasure. I don't care how many times you give it away, it's still a treasure.
Right.
And if you let somebody get in there and get your jewels, you giving that away, and I can't have that.
Well, no, she just on there pledging herself. She ain't nobody
For
getting
other
it.
people.
And her fans.
Okay, so you wouldn't date a dancer? You wouldn't date a stripper? You wouldn't date somebody in that profession?
Temporarily.
Oh, okay. So that's so not a serious.
No,
you couldn't marry
no.
her.
That would be. Oh, thank you for that. That's my answer. That's where I need to go to
You
find my
can date
casual
her,
friend.
but you couldn't marry her.
Could not marry her because it's like now.
So
if she
you judging her?
No. If she stopped, no. That's my preference. We can have preferences,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Like that
You're
would be my
right.
preference for you to have a regular career in my eyes, like
Okay.
something that fits my mold.
I got you.
'Cause
Because for some men, that's lovely.
That is.
That's what they prefer.
That is.
Yeah.
And because I've done that. And it's okay for a little bit, but when you like, all right, I want to take you to meet my parents, and then you see my dad, oh, he cute, and you get to, no, see, you can't do that, baby.
Yeah.
Like, focus that on me. See, you don't know where to direct it to, just me all the time, because you so used to that stripper moves and you got that stripper smell on you, and you just all up on my pops or all up on my little brother, and I'm like, well, damn.
Right.
You did that to everybody you go through.
Right.
So I don't,
You
I
don't
can't
feel
do
special.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I don't.
That's the key.
Like,
you want to feel special.
Yeah.
That's all that's about. He want to feel like he the only one.
because you got to think about
This
that.
all yours, daddy.
Yeah.
That's what he want to feel like.
What is that thing that
This
kids
for
go
you.
to when they have meet the parent, and it's like, or not meet the parent, but kids can go to work with the parent day. Like, that's
bring your
like
kids
it's
to
that.
work.
Yeah,
Bring your
bingo.
kids to work.
Bingo.
And your mama is a stripper.
Mama, you go in there seeing mama busting it wide open for somebody. Like, Daddy, you won't believe what mama was doing today.
And the
Yeah.
teacher throwing dollars and shit.
Yeah, I saw Mr. Kirkshaw up there. I was like, what you doing, Mr. Kirkshaw? Talk some money in my mama. But yeah, so it's those things I think.
You be making straight A's from the rest of the year, boy.
Yeah, all year. What? Yeah, you doing that. So it's like, yeah, and that comes with age too. Like, it sounds fun, when I was younger, dating a stripper or something like that full time.
Yeah.
And because you're like, oh, they know everything. They all the tricks. I'm gonna go buy me a pole for you, girl. So it's I get that.
Yeah.
It works like
Didn't you
that.
used to have a pole in your place?
Like I said, I was
I
younger.
remember
I
that.
was younger. I was younger days.
The
It
truth
was
comes out. The truth comes out.
It makes
younger
sense
days.
now.
Younger days. It was that. But yeah, you get in that mode. You get in that space, and so yeah, I'm in that mode. Like, I know I could make a good husband and a good father.
I think so.
And but like I say, if she had a past, and it has to be like 10 years ago, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
Then yeah, if you told me it was a stripper back then, because you ain't getting them, when you see dollars like the tip money at the restaurant at the end of the night, you ain't like, ooh, like, let me get that. You're like, that's what that's for,
Right.
Because it's not in you anymore. It's not part of who you are. It's like, yeah, because now I have a nice career path, so I can do it if you have that past, even bisexual, but you have to be like totally rid of it.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what that is.
That's cool.
Go in there and wash them off real
Wash
good.
them off
and
for real good. Yeah.
Shine them up and they brand new
Hit
again.
them with that holy water. What's that oil grandma got?
Water.
What's that oil grandma got? Yeah, your
That
grandma.
blessed oil.
Grandma, keep that oil.
That
now.
WD-40.
That WD-40. Yeah. So okay, ladies. One last thing. If there was any advice you could give to your younger self right now, or actually, I'm not going to say that. What would your younger self say about your older self now?
My younger self?
Yes.
My younger self would be so proud of me.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
My younger self would be super proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She'd be like, girl, you made it.
Yeah. I found peace.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's
That's
about.
what younger Ruth was looking for. Huh?
Peace. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And purpose.
Yeah. And purpose.
And I found those things.
Yeah.
Now I'm not finished. Shit, I'm just getting started.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But younger Ruth would be so proud of me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What
Torree.
about you?
Younger Torree.
Probably younger Torree, but like, girl, you still single? What's the hold up?
Yeah. It's like, you need some pointers.
Right. No, but the younger me would be like, you know exactly what you want. You know what your goals are. You know what you want in the marriage. You know how you want your family and how you want to raise your children. And continue to wait for that right person.
Absolutely.
And in the meantime, I'm glad that you've enjoyed your life and you've had all these different experiences and careers and met all these different people around the world.
That's right. You've traveled the world, girl.
Yes.
You traveled the world.
My younger self will encourage me to stay strong
and appreciate that.
Yeah, and focus on your vision.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So let me go ahead and do this real quick, Torree. So you're single. It's a lot of men out there, black, white, whatever. Go ahead and give me your bio. What you got? What you got going on?
My bio?
Give me your bio. Go and give him one good plug. Don't give him too much though. It's your time to shine. Single men.
I'm advertising. That feels so strange.
We in the new age, remember? Come on.
We in the new age.
Single men only. Single men only.
You want to love them long time?
No divorce.
Okay, I love you. I love you long time.
Are divorced men okay to holler?
I think, you know what? I think divorced men are cool.
Wow.
Maybe divorced men that don't have too many kids, but
What's too many? We need a number.
one.
Yeah.
I think the audience is saying more than one.
Kid.
Anything more than one. I think it depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, it depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
But yeah.
But because you don't have any
I
children.
don't have any children. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys know that she has no children. Divorced are okay with one kid or less.
Yeah, I think divorced men are cool because they have experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully
They've learned from that experience, right?
Yeah, they've learned and have wisdom about relationships and marriage, and they can be successful in their next marriage. So you can take that. But sometimes, you get those divorced men that wowed out. They couldn't wait for that freedom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to watch out for those.
Now back it to you. Attention on you.
Yes.
Talk to him. Single men only.
I don't know why I don't like when he says that. Like, I feel like I have to advertise myself.
Well, that's what you're
In that
doing.
way.
That's what you got. Single men only.
So, let's see. It's hard.
Tell them about that sexy voice.
That's right. We mentioned
yeah.
that. Look at her. She went into it quick. Let me stop. Just like see how good I am.
Tell them about that sexy voice.
Oh yeah, I have a sexy voice, especially I have that nighttime sexy voice.
Give us a line.
I know that's a secret. I can't put it out there.
Ooh.
You just have to come and experience.
Single men only. Single men only.
Yes. So, I mean, I've enjoyed my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of things. So
Things like traveling the world.
yeah, I've traveled the world and I have different career experiences. I do like ambitious men because I'm such a strong supporter.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to think I would be a great investor because I believe if you support that spouse, if they're winning, then you're going to win.
Absolutely.
You're going to receive the benefits of you supporting that spouse. And when you love that spouse, I feel like you're loving yourself.
Ooh.
So
Talk that girl.
yeah, I strongly feel like I have that quality.
Yeah.
I could be a great supporter, and I have a lot of great ideas, and I enjoy having fun. I enjoy planning. I enjoy traveling. So that's what I can think of off the top of my head about myself right now.
And she'll love you a long time.
And
I
it
will
doesn't
love you
matter
all the
if
time.
you're black or white.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So guys, y'all have heard it here first. Truth with Ruth.
Yeah.
We have once again who?
The Truth with Ruth.
And who else do we have?
Sexy Torree.
Stop. We're going to do that over. You can't have Truth with Ruth and Sexy Torree. Like you got, Truth with Ruth. That's that. You give us something that rhyme at least.
Oh, Tantalizing Torree.
Ooh. Sex operator. Okay, we got that. That's the sexy voice. That's where that come from.
That is so
No.
hilarious.
Or we could do time with T. Talk with T.
Talk with
I like
T.
time with T. Time with T.
Oh,
works.
time.
Time with
T-I-M-E.
T.
Time
Yeah.
with
Time
T.
with T.
Okay.
I do like sex operator too because my customers.
Oh my God, she done told us about her business. I thought you was in real estate.
No, it's so funny because some of them try to flirt with me on the phone and then they be like, "Hey, what's your Instagram?"
Damn.
Yes. Yes, I get emails.
Damn.
Yes.
You might want to follow up on some of that.
Damn.
Shit.
Wait, isn't that fraternizing?
Is that what they call it?
No, I
now?
think you got to be a coworker. But
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about getting involved with the customers.
no, that's like doing the gifts. You know, you can't give gifts and stuff. You can't get your number out personal and stuff over the business line when it comes to that kind of stuff. So
Be doing all that.
yeah.
Can't mix business with pleasure.
Wait. You can. Those are two different bowls. You just got to know how to separate them. I have made that line nice and clear. So it can happen. So truth with Ruth and time with T.
Oh yeah.
Y'all heard it here first. We out.
Bye.